Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back another video from Team 4-Star of the 4-Star Bento channel, continuing with the Dragon Ball GTFS commentary series, covering episodes 48 to 49. So we are on the last arc of Dragon Ball GT. Arguably the better arc. Starts off a bit, in my opinion, but midway through gets better. Especially when we meet the twin Dragon Brothers dudes, the orange and blue one, and then, the last. Then you get a bit of an ass pull transformation from Vegeta. But hey, we'll get that when we get down the line. Let's see what these guys thought of this weird first dragon dude.
Okay, and so here's our first problem. Most of the dragons are like this, with the exception of a scant few.
I, so far, don't have much of an issue with it. Let's see if it becomes an issue.
FS.
So the final arc begins.
Yes, it does.
Yep. Shadow Dragons.
Or evil dragons, or whatever they're called. This is going to be a problem, by the way. I've been holding back on telling you this. The Shadow Dragons, or the Evil Dragons, or whatever they're calling this, all use their Chinese names.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh. Okay.
Pollution dude, like Liang Jingko or something. I don't know.
So we're just going to call them 2-star?
Yeah.
We're going to go by the stars.
Fine by me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Cool. That's fine.
remember what their dub names were. I know Sin, Ice, and Nova. Those are the only ones I remember.
Yeah, and then Omega.
Yeah, but that's also
Right.
Sin, but whatever. Start up. Kind of where we left off.
Big evil blue dragon dude.
Big evil shadow
Very cool design.
dragon guy, gangster dragon. Just
Yes.
all like, hey, you.
He just needs a cigar in his mouth. He'd be a great gangster dragon.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I think that's Daisuke Gori, and he is going, like, guttural.
Aha! He gets one!
That's why I was like, are you kidding me? Do you really not remember?
I don't! Where did he get one that big?
That's so funny.
Can you just materialize them?
He can make it, yeah, he can if he wants to.
Cool.
And turns into a bunch of dragons of the darkness flame after explaining what he's about.
Yes.
For a bit. And then they get yelled at by God for a while.
They've used the Dragon Balls too much, isn't it?
Yeah, God is...
God is front-loading the exposition.
Yeah, I won't lie. This show has kind of been weird with its exposition. It's feast or famine, I feel like. And here, it's just like, all right, there's a full explanation of why this all happened, and we're covering our bases, and we're making sure you understand.
Like way too much. They over-explain. They could have just said like, yeah, no, the Dragon Balls have been used too much. They've been overloaded. They weren't meant to be used so often, but somebody made a radar for the
Yeah, that was point.
And Bulma's like passing the blame any which way she can. Actually,
yeah.
it's Goku's fault. He helped me.
Yeah, well, rich people will never take the blame.
Never
Refuse. No.
Got to keep passing that blame wherever she can, and boy does she.
Yeah.
その上、一つしか叶えられない願いを強引に3つに増やしたり。
それは神様が勝手にやったことよ。私のせいじゃ
That's
ない
right.
わ。
It's Dende's fault.
It's anybody else's fault.
Yep. Blame God.
So we get like a couple of really cool shots of these, the dark dragon of the darkness flames flying into different areas, turning into dragon statues. Sometimes we got to see the form of the dragon that they will have to fight later. Sometimes they just stick as a statue, but
I do have to say, that whole segment of all the dragons like going to different parts of the planet and then becoming a part of the earth with their element, that was cool.
yeah,
I like that.
It looked awesome. It was
I don't remember it. I do not remember
artistically fulfilling.
Yeah, in terms of a setup for the final arc of Dragon Ball, A+. Like, this is great idea.
Again, GT so far, like if I had to give it a tagline for anything, amazing concepts, mixed execution.
Yeah, the execution's awful, isn't it? But like, the ideas they had with GT, really, really cool.
Yeah, we've said that plenty of times.
And that's just what GT is.
Yeah.
It really is. Like that's what I remember from my childhood, and going through this again, it sticks.
Yeah, even Super 17 with everyone coming back from hell was a cool idea. Super 17 himself was a terrible idea, very dumb. But
Underutilized concept.
yes, here we have evil dragons, and we find our first evil dragon pretty quickly.
But I want to dip into just the again, they overexposit.
Oh yeah,
way too much.
本来その負のエネルギーを浄化するために最低100年以上は使用しないようにしなければいけなかったのです。
That's a long time.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have a refractory period of 1 year.
Right? Like, that kind of feels like it's a built-in flaw.
That should have been mentioned earlier,
They keep going into like, yeah, you guys kept using the Dragon Balls, and now they're evil. And Dende's like, yeah, you shouldn't have did that. It's like,
Why did nobody say anything?
care to bring this up earlier?
Yeah. And like, God's getting all mad, but there was no warning label. Kami never said anything. Dende never said anything.
Dende never said anything.
No one said about overusing the Dragon Balls.
Also, why did these Dragon Balls just now start to crack? They haven't been used since when?
So it's hard to say, because this is technically Dende's dragon, but it's hard to say whether or not it's just a continuation of the old dragon and those old balls.
But even so, the only Dragon Balls we have seen used
Oh, the Black Star ones.
this entire show have been the Black Star Balls.
Twice, yeah.
Why did these Dragon Balls just now start to crack? They haven't been used since Boo.
It is true. If they had used the Dragon Balls at least once in GT, it would have been like it wouldn't have been like it would have been less.
Yeah, because didn't they use the Namekian Dragon Balls to wish Earth back as well?
Weird, because why now exactly? No, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the logical inconsistency in my brain. Maybe opening the portal to hell did something to them. I don't know.
Honestly,
shattering reality, something, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. But this is the plot that we have. That was just the one question that kind of came into my mind. Why these Dragon Balls? Why not?
Maybe it has something to do with all that minus energy.
Yeah, the minus energy. The negative energy.
Negative energy.
that they're dealing with.
The bad stuff.
ついにあのように溢れ出してしまった。それがあの黒い竜のようなもの、邪悪竜なのです。
From this point forward, we're going to have a lot of Monster of the Week, or maybe Monster of the 2 week, or probably 3 week for some of these. But
yeah, we kind of got this guy for 2 weeks, but he was kind of introduced at the end of the last one.
First episode felt really long.
Yeah, no, it felt like. Again, it's because there was so much exposition, and then there's that long extended sequence of all the dragons appearing. That kind of felt like it was leading to the end of the episode, and then there's more.
Yeah, we get introduced to the first dragon, which is, I guess, like the dragon of poison or the dragon of pollution, Two-Star Boy.
Yeah, Two-Star Boy, which was born out of Bora's resurrection. Ah, that was the wish. Bring back Bora's dad. I approve of them using the old animation.
I mean, surely it's just easier to use the old animation than to reanimate it. I appreciate it more when they reanimate stuff. Like in Tower of God Season 2. First episode showed, like, recapping stuff. Oh my god, it's Sunday today. I've got Tower of God to watch later. Focus. Oh my god, because then I've got... there's like 3 things to watch before. Anyway, I was saying, opening episode of Season 2 of Tower of God had a slight recap over what things that happened at the end of the last season, and they redid them in the art style that they were doing. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I'm the one that, like, when you brought back Bora, Upa's dad, I'm that, I was that wish.
I kind of wish we just didn't have the Kai at all. I wish they would have had to have found this out, all of it out through the dragons.
Yeah.
Would have been way more interesting. Instead, we just get old Kai talking,
explaining everything,
and screaming and screaming.
海王様どうなってんだ
Oh, okay, he's in a conference call now.
Oh my god, you're worse than Decay! But it's whatever. It's, hey, we just need to get this all set up so that the antics that happen after this, there is no story, which not the best thing. I don't know.
But it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. It happened.
あんたが
Again, got a lot of good expressions. God dang.
Jesus Christ, so over the top.
He can change his size at will. That's pretty cool.
So we get introduced to the Two-Star Boy, Poison Boy, funky, fat Yakon-looking dude.
Yeah, very Yakon inspired.
Very Yakon.
I like his
yeah.
design. He's just like a fat frog dragon, basically. Look, at least you're playing with forms and stuff. They aren't all just the same thing. So I'm okay, you know?
弱竜ともあろうものがこんなに弱いわけないもんね。ならばさっさと変身しなさい。どんなものになっても相手になるわ。
Ah, okay.
As it turns out, he's very weak.
Yes.
I mean, you know, by human standards, very strong, but by the
Yeah, by
standards
the
of the show,
Z
very weak.
Yeah.
Immensely weak.
We get another introduction of like, so the pacing is fine. It feels like it takes a while for, this show likes to draw things out before it finally gives you an explanation, where I feel like the pacing could just be faster. People could realize things a little sooner.
I either figured out his gimmick or remembered his gimmick partway through the episode.
I actually cannot remember for the life of me.
I think it's that like he has some sort of like he's making her weaker. He's not getting stronger. Like the pollution in the air or something like that.
Ooh. The idea, the gimmick though, of his poison essentially making
Sapping
them
the
weaker.
strength.
Yeah, that is something that we don't get. I can't like.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything like that in Dragon Ball fights. That is an another interesting concept where, like, yeah, he's not getting stronger, they're getting weaker, so he's able to fight them eventually.
There have been other characters who have sapped strength of characters,
the
but
closest we've gotten were Giro and 20 or 19.
yeah,
it's
I
not quite the
genuinely
same
like the
though, is
idea
it?
of like, no, I'm not getting stronger. You're just getting weaker, and then I'm
because
gonna.
they get stronger because they drain the energy as it's coming in. He's not sapping their energy to himself to become stronger. He's just staying the same, from what I'm understanding.
Beat up on you. That's cool. And Goku's like, oh, that's so underhanded, and
It's like, no, it's a unique encounter. Like this, I'm cool with that. As if we're going with this Monster of the Week gimmick,
Give him something
I kind of
interesting
hope
to
we
focus
get
on. Yeah,
more. Oh man, they have this like. It reminds me of Yu Yu Hakusho, the beginning of the chapter Black, where
Oh, yeah.
all of the psychics had their own gimmick, and you kind
Yeah.
of had to deal with that. Like you can't defeat them in the normal way.
I mean, honestly, this is just Sentai.
Yeah.
This is just, oh, this monster's got this weird ability. We got to find a way to beat it, you guys. That's it. That's the whole thing. And it's okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that as a setup.
As a Monster of the Week premise,
Yeah,
good.
I just, you think the design's good. I think the design
I
is
think-
unique, but here,
Unique to me is good. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
I like his polka dot beam.
For me, it's this final arc with a bunch of the dragons, and I'm like, I was kind of hoping for maybe some.
I don't remember half of them.
Yeah.
We saw two of them. I remember what Ice, Nova, and Shin look like.
Yeah.
We saw that one that was in the tornado that looks a bit goofy. We'll get to them as we get to them.
Yeah.
The thing that disappointed me the most, I think, in terms of the setup of this, is as they were heading, like, as Goku's like, well, guess I gotta go beat some guys up. And Gohan's like, you want me to go with that?
Oh, right, yeah.
I was like, nah, I got this. What the hell, dude? You got 7 different dragons you have to fight. Are you telling me you couldn't have set up for, Goten and Trunks?
Yeah, like have them all go after different dragons and then see how that would have been so much cooler.
Maybe becoming Gotenks to fight one, Vegeta to have his go against one, Gohan and like maybe even Saiyaman and Saiyawoman fight one.
Yes! Oh my
Oh,
god!
make Sam
Imagine an
Sega
episode
do
where
that,
Gohan
cool.
and Videl show up.
Have to team up to fight a dragon of mid-level strength. So it has an interesting gimmick.
You already have the whole entire Sentai setup of them fighting a monster
Yeah.
of the week, and we don't get Gohan and
But-
Videl as Saiyaman Mark 1 and 2 going up.
The way they're setting it up, it looks like it's just going to be the
So much
Goku and Pan
potential.
show, and
So much potential.
I don't have any memories to the contradiction of that.
Yeah,
so.
no, I literally, all I remember from here on out is Goku and Pan going around, finding a dragon, fighting it, winning, and then moving on. I know that there's like some small stories that go along with them, like they show up in a new place and like in a new village, and maybe there's 1 or 2 characters who have a speaking line,
Monster of the Week.
but that's it.
You missed one though.
You know who's immune to that?
Giru.
Yeah.
真ん中に投げ込んでやるからね。
Yeah, my boy.
Ah, there he is.
What a legend.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's true.
He was important for solving this plot because while Goku and Pan are getting drained of their strength, he's a robot.
Yep.
He don't get no strength sap. So while he can't get any offense in because he's just like his arsenal isn't strong enough to hurt the dragon, which that's too bad. I would have liked it if Giru got the win. That would have been funny.
That would have been, honestly, Giru doing more damage to him would have been really cool.
Yeah, if those rockets hurt him, it's like, ow, stop that! No! Ah!
Yeah, no, because like if you think about it, this would be the only enemy
that Giru could fight. Because he's been shown, like, a rock falls on his foot, he pratfalls. He's really weak. That's the joke.
So here's the thing. Yeah, Giru comes in, saves them. There's this weird segment with like the lake
where he drags them into a less polluted part of the lake, even though we see the entire like.
No, because remember, because there's spring water coming out. Yeah. That's like it's a bubble of, I don't know,
fresh water rushing in from the earth.
Fresh
drags them into the safe part, and then they telepathically communicate for a bit, just being like, "Hey, you should blow that up, and that way we can go up." Just swim up.
Yeah, that was.
Or maybe.
I mean, she still can't breathe down there, or can she? Still drowning. Still drowning. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, you're still underwater. What is happening?
This is very, very strange.
Or maybe you're right. You know what? I'm actually coming around to that. If it is just a bubble of safe water, if they had gone back into the poison water, maybe they would have been screwed again.
Yeah,
so maybe that
was
spring was the necessary out. So you know what? Fair enough. GT logic, fair.
GT and logic.
By the premise of what they set up, that was logic.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they get up there and then they're both like, so we learned something. Kill you quickly.
We learned something today. Die.
Yeah, exactly.
The moral of the story is no more around.
Honestly, I think I would have liked it more if Pan had been the one to just be like, you threw me in dirty water. And then it's like, oh God. And then she's the one who just does it alone while Goku's like, man, damn.
Yeah, because she's like, we should have gone all out from the beginning. Goku doesn't go all out. He stays.
Yeah, no, Goku doesn't. He would have just sat back and was like, hey, go ahead.
May as well have just been her.
Yeah, like, not that I don't like Goku and Pan, like, having a, yeah, no, that's cool. In terms of, like, okay, that's nice, you know, grandfather and granddaughter, but I just feel like it would have been funnier and kind of more badass for Pan if she was the one who did it on her own.
Yeah,
but
that
that's just
been better.
Yeah.
Again, another missed opportunity.
The entire time, she's the one that's fighting this creature. You know, she's, putting a whooping on him. She draws blood in her first punch.
I know. She's like, in her first hit, the guy is like, oh God, okay. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. All the while just kind of like stalling for time while while they get sapped of their strength.
There's actually a part of me that wishes Goku would have been like, wow, you're really weak, and Pan would have been like, can you not?
Excuse me?
Come on.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
we have this.
Stop calling him weak, please.
Look, I know I'm not on your level, but come on.
Like, just getting annoyed by it. It's like, stop calling him weak. Well, I mean, compared to me, he is.
And compared to Pan, he is.
Yeah, no, compared to her, he is
weak.
A bitch. He is a bitch.
He's getting his ass kicked. I mean, we see like the villagers that are running away from him. They shoot him with a gun. He's clearly, at the very least, at the level of something Goku might have fought during the first World Martial Arts Tournament.
He might. I don't know how strong.
Monster Beast Girin.
I don't know how strong Pan actually is. That's actually kind of a curious question.
I'm saying this dragon is probably around that scale.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know how, like, what we're scaling at, but yeah, he's at least strong enough to tank bullets, no problem. So yeah, no, it's curious. It's neat. Like, you can easily just hold him down and then yank that damn thing out.
Easy.
Oh damn, he throwing that shade.
Uh-oh.
Hold my bag! Hold my bag!
He's mean girling her. Imagine if she went Super Saiyan there.
Honestly, not a terrible start, although it is I know what this turns into, which is
Lame.
a slog until we get to the stuff near the end.
Yeah, we're coming down to it though. I mean, that's 1 out of 7 dragons down.
Yeah, one dragon dead.
It is just really unfortunate that you have this thing set up with all of these different villains.
And you only have...
You only use 2 of your heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, until Vegeta
Yeah,
shows
that
up
would
near
have
the
been
end, which I
so
know he does.
freaking cool. That would have been boss. Have all of them do.
Yeah, it's...
What you gonna
I
do?
just can't. Not
And
focus
most
on
people
Goku
don't like to
now.
hear people trying to come up with better plots, but damn it, they make it so easy. But anyway, no, it's interesting. Again, I liked the introduction to the dragons, even if I'm not a huge fan of some of their designs. It's at least nice that we get this creative concept that they get to play with for the rest of the show.
Yeah. Another interesting concept for an arc. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to whatever dragon comes next time.
On GTFS.
Woo.
Woo. Wait, so which dragon do you think is going to be next?
They showed the design for that wind one. I got to imagine it's him.
No, but number. Like, which number do you think it's going to be?
I think it had 5 stars on it.
Okay, you think it's 5 stars?
I think it's 5.
I think it's 3.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Huh?
Can't leave yet. The camera's still on.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a bit of a sloggy start, this, but yeah, I do remember it being quite okay at the end, except for moments. But hey ho. Thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video, I want to be able to watch Patreon-only reactions, such as the original Dragon Ball series. Links in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask to help support the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys, all you guys, next time.